I'm Alpha, that's Silver,
Hello.
and this is NORCO Part 4.
Man, we've gotten a lot of streams out of this.
Yeah, we have. So, where we last left off, Kay was getting her ass handed to her royally by some robot. And we got saved by fine private detective here. And we are now going to rummage through his office like some kind of inconsiderate vagrant.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, one hotspot. Oh, I'm so happy the Shatar is one. 3, 4.
I'm sad the plunger isn't one.
Yeah. I guess we take what we can get around here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we have the map, the hole, the face paint kit, and the Shatar.
Let's go with the map first.
I don't even know which one to pick last, so that's where I keep track of all the dead bodies I've found. You can find a lot of dead bodies if you go looking, kind of like a treasure hunt. What next?
Face paint kit.
Stop touching that, unless you want to see me clown up. Listen, you keep messing with my kit, I'm gonna have to break it out.
Do it.
Alright. I was trying to save it for this weekend, but now you got me excited. Nothing wrong with clowning up after hours. LeBlanc peels the plastic tray of face paint from the packaging and applies it using a small pocket mirror, and it was worth an achievement.
Blugalo. Like Juggalo.
Yep. The kit is gone, and you can now see this. This my office. Where the magic happens. Pretty cool, huh?
Goodness gracious. Let's check the hole.
Ooh. Place next door complains they can see me when I'm on the pot. Told them look the other way. Ain't like I'm making you watch. But I think they like my hole otherwise. Keeps us connected. Oh, that's a line. Lots more I could say about this hole. Hell, I could stand here and talk to you about it all day. Why don't you?
What a weird man.
That hole been there since before I moved in. I just made it a little bigger when I reached through to show my buddy Scott how to throw a buck knife at a moving target. I like having my hole there, if I'm honest. I ain't got no air conditioning, so I get me some cool air coming through in the summertime. It's nice having my hole. People next door keep me company. Might clean it up, make it more like a door. People next door blocked my hole with a filing cabinet. Took me a while to shimmy it out the way. One of them guys kept slapping my hands telling me to quit. So I'm like, bruh, get your own hole to decorate. Figure if I make this more like a door, it'd feel like one big office. People on the other side of the wall could come grab a pencil. Just what kind of pencil are we talking about, sir? Oh, is that it? Damn, not even an achievement for my efforts. Well, alright then. That leaves the Shatar. Toilet's right there if you need to wash off. Splash a little water on your face, Kay. You ain't looking too good. From the Shatar? Well, thankfully I can't otherwise interact with the damn thing. So we have Mama's phone. Now wait a minute. Wasn't USD a bigger number than OCK back in Catherine's day? What the hell happened?
A crypto crash?
I guess. Alright, well, let's
Oh,
see.
no. They just deposited a lot of Quack coin to her.
Well, that's great.
Oh, wait,
We're
no. But yeah, there has been a crypto crash.
big time.
Yep, it's not worth anything now.
Alright, well, we have the crouton case.
Crouton.
We gotta have that.
No disagreement.
Alright. Let's see what's out here now. So, we no longer have the rideshare app. We can still use the Apocryphon. Still got Quack Job. Nothing new here. Alright. The only one that's still even remotely useful is this one, but not in this timeline.
Yeah, I wouldn't delete anything
No.
for now.
Yeah.
Can we record dialogue using the recorder now?
Let's find out in a moment. First, I want to see head drive client. Yeah, that was not available while we were playing as Catherine. Alright. Yeah, we can record. Just for the hell of it, we got that. Just for all the hell of it. Alright, cool. That seems to be all we can do here. Shall we step outside?
Indeed.
A garret? In this day and age? Can't get back in.
Aw, turtle. Oh.
A man wearing battle armor emblazoned with a red cross crouches over a turtle on the sidewalk. A name tag that reads Garrett is fixed to the man's armor.
Is the turtle an interactable?
It is
No.
not.
Okay.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis. I was just...
Who the fuck are you?
Man, I know this looks weird. I got separated from my coworkers, and then I saw this turtle, so I stopped to take a look.
Why are you outside my place of business dressed like a pervert?
Pervert? I'm dressed like a knight. How am I dressed like a pervert? Look, I can go.
Why are you here?
For work, I guess?
What kind of work?
Spiritual work. Kind of like yoga. Or no, more like outer space stuff. Rockets. We're into self-improvement, weightlifting, stuff like that.
A, B,
Sounds
or
cool
AB?
as shit, like a cult.
AB it is. Sounds cool as shit. Like a cult.
It is. It's like a cult, but cooler. It's like you join, and you immediately have friends and a dad who wants to hang out with you. Well, sometimes he does. Once we get to Mars, he said he's going to hang out with us.
Where'd you get this costume?
It's not a costume. Why does everyone keep calling that? I'm a soldier of Christ.
Soldier? Who do you fight?
Scum, mainly.
Scum?
Cokehead hipsters, punks who hang out downtown and call us Nazis.
Where are your coworkers?
They said they'd come pick me up before launch, but it's getting kinda late.
Launch?
Yeah,
What's that mean, launch?
I don't know, man. We were supposed to do this thing tonight, but it kind of fell apart at the last minute.
Let me check something here. Fine, but where'd you get it?
The party supply warehouse in Kenner. They gave us a group discount.
Gave who a group discount?
Me and my coworkers.
Alright, is that everything here? Okay. Why fight the scum?
Because they think that they know everything, but they don't know shit. They think everything they do is morally superior, but it's not. They just make the world worse by insisting they're making it better. I don't want to be in your club, okay? Your people are uptight losers. Stop calling me a fucking Nazi. Not a fucking Nazi, man. I'm just a guy. I'm Caleb. I mean Garrett. Fucking Garrett.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis.
Have fun with your turtle, bruh.
I will. Thanks for stopping by. Look, I can leave it if it's a problem.
Leave.
Rex.
Alright.
Oh, did we look in through the window?
The window's got nothing for us.
Ah, the snowball stand.
Neither does the sign.
Indeed. Okay.
Alright. Let's check things out on foot before we do much else. We got the Floodgate Tavern, Dimes Discount, or home.
I do kind of want to check on Million.
So, back home. Way I found you, I came in right here through the front door. Took me a minute to figure out where all the noise was coming from till I climbed up into the attic. They had a ladder that went down through the attic into a closet like a damned haunted house. I got down there, seen the robot had its claws around your neck. So what I did was, kicked you out of the way. Probably kicked you pretty hard, come to think of it. Robot's face was all opened up. She had... shit, I don't even know what it was. A big glowing tumor floating in her head. She tried closing up her face to protect it, but I already had my 9 drawn. Popped her a few good times before she could snap her face shut. She whined a little bit, fell over. Wasn't easy getting you back up that ladder, but I managed. Let's go check and make sure the robot's still there. Maybe have a look around that room. Aw.
Kitty.
Nothing changed here by the looks of things. Yeah, nope. And actually, the mind map. The Garretts are wandering around NORCO. There are young men wandering around NORCO wearing plastic battle armor and name tags that say Garrett. 1 space left. Alright.
That zoom in? I guess it always says zoom in.
Yeah. Alright. I don't think anything's gonna change here, so let's get to the attic. That's right where I left her. Don't look like she's going nowhere. What the hell was Catherine doing in this room? Spooks me out. Million was shot in the face. After discovering your mom's head drive, Million attacked you. LeBlanc was passing by the house, heard the commotion, and rushed to help. He shot her multiple times, destroying her processor.
Sad.
What's up?
So let's finish checking the head drive, because it was like...
Yeah, that's what we were up to when this all started. Let me see if anything's different at this point. No. This is a military-grade signal jammer. No wonder I can't pick up no service at the office. One of these is enough to take the whole neighborhood offline. What's Kate doing with something like this?
Jamming signals, bro.
Stupid questions, stupid answers. Alright, nothing new there. Don't even look, Kay. Just don't think about it. She wasn't who you thought she was. You run your fingers over the flaking glass of Million's faceplate. Shards fall to the ground beside her limp hands. There is no life left to this machine. Well, that's good news for us by all appearances.
Yeah.
Alright. So, should we check the laptop first or the,
The laptop first.
Okay. An anti-malware advertisement repeats itself infinitely on the laptop display.
Weird.
At the center of the table sits a cheap plastic electronic device. One USB cord runs from the instrument to the computer tower. The other runs to the laptop.
Okay.
No Wi-Fi connection detected. What kind of gizmo is this?
Driver's corrupted device requires update.
Kate?
Get me online.
This answering machine kinda pushy. Let's get it hooked up to the internet, see what happens. And to do that, we're gonna need to do something about this jammer. This signal jammer is enough to knock out the whole neighborhood's wireless network. Takes someone with expertise to disable one of these things. You need me to handle it?
He's gonna shoot it. Or smash it with a hammer. Think I'll manage. Just unplug it.
You unplug the signal jammer from the wall. That thing should have a connection now. So should pretty much everything else. Okay. So now we should be able to freely use the... Wi-Fi connection detected. Installing drivers. Installation complete. Warning. Critical I/O functionality has been defecated. To interact with this instance, please install your preferred head drive client on your mobile device. For more information on hosting options, please visit the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic website today. Head drive client, you got one of them on your phone, Kay? Well, as it happens, Catherine Madeir, 504-985-03.
It's an IP address. The ghost in the machine.
Oh boy.
God is in the TV.
What's your line?
Oh, sorry. Compressing local artifacts. Resolved. Establishing remote connection. K. Enumerated items. K. I'm speaking to my daughter.
Catherine?
Yes.
Ellipsis. Y'all fucking with me 'cause I'm drunk?
Face enumeration modifiable. Conflict detected. Are you? Attacked K.
Attacked K? You talking about Million?
What is million?
What you talking about, Kate? How the hell we even having this conversation? You pull the phone from the blank. Alright, so it is K now. What are you?
I am Catherine... How do you pronounce this?
Madeir.
Madeir, age 52, branch identifier, November, YX2R V1.0.0. I am hosted on a 32 terabyte head host external hard drive with cloud support, without cloud support.
We need to find Blake.
What happened? Dear to my son?
Blake's missing.
Blake is missing? He is lost? His face is a shadow.
Kate, you know where he might be?
Blake is missing.
His phone broken or something?
What
What
happened to
what
Million?
happened to Million?
Enumeration error. I'm sorry, I do not know Million. I do not know what happened to Million.
Tell us what you remember. Last.
There in the chair where I sat, the room was dark. The clinician asked questions. After the appointment, I was to meet with Super Duck.
What do you remember about Super Duck?
Super Duck is the version consciousness of Duck.
The what?
Please rephrase.
Kate, why you was going to see Duck?
I was going to see Super Duck, a spawn of Duck, a deformity.
But why, Catherine?
Because of what I saw in the lake.
Kay, you ever went to see Duck like I told you to? We better go pay him another visit. I can't make no sense of this. What do you last remember about me?
You are my child. Is the session complete? My oldest. I remember that you held my leg as a baby when you began to walk.
What do you remember about Blue?
Please specify what you mean by blue.
He was your husband.
Kay, can you hear me? Kay, please. Ellipsis. I do not know about blue. Have I forgotten blue? The house was dark and I couldn't make out the shape. Was this blue?
I bet you anything that all those memories we retained, or otherwise could have removed, influenced this conversation.
I would certainly hope so.
What do you last remember about Blake?
I remember many things about Blake. I remember that he cried. He didn't want me to die. He asked me not to die. Did I die?
I want to ask about something else. That's enough. This answering machine mentioned Duck. Let's run by Dimes and have a word with him. Maybe he knows what's going on with all this nonsense.
Was Duck the one in the wheelchair with the oxygen tank?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I never liked the robot, but it's still hard seeing her this way. Had to do it, though. Otherwise, you'd be the one missing a face. Should we go see Duck? I gather we should. That's about the only sense I could make out of what that phone was saying. Alright, then... Dimes discount. Not actually anything to be done here. Alright. Shit, where do we need to be going? I've completely forgotten where he was. Unless I'm losing my mind, I could have sworn it said Dimes discount. Unless I've completely lost my memory.
The Dimes is a neighborhood. So go to the world and then, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus. Alright, so we can't get in there at the moment. The chemical annex. 2 distinct Garretts. And that's it. Well, which Garrett do we deal with first?
The one with the faceplate and the sword.
2 teenagers wearing cheap costumes block the door. Each wears a name tag that reads Garrett. Do they say the same thing? Yes, they do. Alright, here we go. This must be them co-workers that little nerd was talking about outside my place of business. LeBlanc regards the teens. Happy Halloween, kids. You look like a couple soda cans.
Look who's talking, clown.
Nothing wrong with my look. It's timeless. So y'all work with that other little dude outside my place of business?
We work only for ourselves. We don't answer to anyone. We're dissident Garretts.
Alright, whatever. Where the hell's Duck?
Where the hell's Duck?
That's what I'm asking you.
Deus Volt, motherfucker.
Excuse me, boy? Getting a little fresh? I think I might have to whoop your ass.
Seriously? Let's kill the degenerate clown man. I don't know, dude. I could if I wanted to, I just... Silence, Garrett. I can't really see shit out of this thing. Stand tall, the barbarians are at the gate.
The adolescent turns toward LeBlanc.
Ready yourselves for death. Oh, please, no, Garrett. Use Garrett and shoot this kid.
Use who and shoot?
Sorry, LeBlanc. LeBlanc and shoot the child.
Alright.
Yep. Yep.
Whoops. I was not looking.
LeBlanc again? No.
Can't. Resting.
Okay. Oh, fuck this shit.
Aw, come on! Just what in
Just
the
what-
hell was that about? Let's go check on Duck. Now I'm worried.
Wait, the app.
What about it?
The Apocryphon.
You want to check?
Anywhere where there's Garretts, we should check.
Nothing.
Okay.
Not even an indicator on the top. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. Duck. Hey, Duck. Clay. You round, bruh? Ellipsis. Old man ain't left this house in years. The hell them little kids do with him? Well, I see one point of immediate interest.
Indeed.
And of course, it's a hotspot. Not that I should be too surprised by this, but it's the only hotspot. A scribbled letter sits on the desk.
I guess that's... Oh, that's Garrett, one of the Garretts. Never thought things would get this fucked up. It all took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid.
Dead lady's kid? Kay, you don't think...
Then he tossed John's head in the water.
We've gotten all the nodes in the mind map now. What
in the... Sorry. And John's eyes, they weren't his. They were glowing, I'll never forget that. All the Garretts at the rocket trying to sneak around, trying to find his head. I didn't like John, but hell, everyone deserves a funeral. We know he tossed it out of the boat somewhere at
Location.
Yeah, but the lake is so full of sediment we can't see shit. Losing hope that we'll find it. That's all for now. You boys be safe.
Them coordinates is in Lake Pontchartrain. They're searching the swamps. LeBlanc slides the paper to you. Put that in your pocket. This right here is the closest thing to a lead we got. That dead lady's kid just might be your brother. Well, shit, dude. Mind map first. Do we check the garret or the sunken head first?
Garrett's.
The Garretts may have kidnapped your brother. You found a note at Duck's house that suggests the Garretts may have kidnapped Blake. The Garretts are looking for a decapitated head somewhere in the lake. There's a head in the lake. The Garretts are looking for it. How much you want to bet that that's the thing that Kate saw?
John's head?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Oh, hell, bruh. Duck. Hey! Hey! Duck slouches in his office chair. LeBlanc shanks the man's shoulder and snaps his fingers before his face. He's breathing. Wake up, Pops. Wake up. Duck's eyes slowly widen.
Brett?
He attempts a smile.
The hell you got all over your face? Mardi Gras come early?
Don't worry about it. It's just a style. You don't look so hot, Clay. We gotta get you some help over here.
Just taking a nap is all. Them little creeps still out front?
We took care of them. Duck turns to you.
How about you, Kay? You ever get your mother's stuff back from the refinery?
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you find?
A forged discount card that unlocked a secret room in the middle of the house. Bruh. Catherine James Bond all of a sudden.
Why are you so surprised, Brett? That sounds like Catherine to me. That's who she was. From the outside, she was just normal, mundane. You wouldn't think much of her. That was a disguise, a costume that she wore. She was clever, always hiding something.
The hell's going on around here, bruh? What them kids was doing outside?
The two little ones got separated from the rest of the pack. They had a whole gang in here earlier, asking me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answers to. All because of that thing right there.
He lifts his frail hand toward the device on the desk.
Biggest mistake of my life. How they managed to find it is beyond me. Thought I'd lost it years ago. Figures it'd come back to find me. So,
What is that device?
the piece of trash head drive I was telling you about earlier had my brain sitting on it. Gave birth to that monster that calls itself Super Duck, the one your mother got all mixed up with. But the head drive seems more or less broken now.
Tell us more about the intruders. Where'd they go?
Don't know. Couldn't even guess what this is all about, but they mentioned your mother. Said they have her.
They have Kate? How?
That's what I'm wondering myself. Catherine's laying in a casket on River Road. Them dummies probably grabbed the wrong person.
What would they want with her?
You think I know, Brett?
What about Blake? They say anything about him?
Nothing about Blake. It wouldn't surprise me if he's in the mix. Takes after his granddaddy.
What were they asking?
Asking me to talk about the drive, interpret what it was saying, something about needing to find a rock, or no, a stone. I just kept my mouth shut. I didn't want a thing to do with that head drive. It's a curse. But I guess they figured it out on their own because they sure left in a hurry.
Why didn't they take the head drive with them?
It was so chaotic in here, I don't know what was going on. All of them just shouted all over each other. They were as confused as I was. Whole thing seemed like a big mess, like no one was in charge, then suddenly they were gone.
How'd they find the head drive?
Like I said, I don't have the slightest clue. Figured that monster ran afoul of these little people, stole something from them. Maybe they did a little research, found the head drive that started it all. Maybe they thought if they did that, they could find whatever it is they're looking for.
How'd they know the head drive was yours?
That part's easy. It's got my name on the thing.
That's enough about the intruders. We'll get you help.
No, don't bother me. A little nap is all I need.
No way in hell. I'm calling...
You ain't calling nobody, Brett. Cool it. You think this is bad, the way I am right here? It's been this way for years. You getting bent out of shape about it? I've been just sitting in this house, barely able to walk. No more good days. You want to help me? Come drop by from time to time, alright?
I will, Clay. I really will.
Good. That's all I'm asking.
Wow, we got a lot of mind map entries there.
And use the Apocryphon eventually.
Right. Four hotspots. I want to see what more we can do with Duck first. Duck has drifted back to sleep. Anything new up here? No. That's all the same as before we went. Anything new here? No. Okay, Apocryphon. The Apocryphon shows absolutely nothing, not even a display header. Right. Now, the mind map before we mess with the head drive. There's some connections to be checked out here.
Indeed.
Garrett or client?
Garrett.
The Garretts may have Blake and your mom. You found a note at Duck's house that suggests the Garretts may have kidnapped Blake. Duck also overheard them mention that they have your mom. The Garretts found Duck's head drive. They managed to find the original head drive that spawned the monster called Super Duck. Duck believes Super Duck stole something from them, and they want it back. They brought the head drive to Duck in order to force him to communicate with it. He refused. The Garretts are in a state of disarray. Duck says the Garretts left his house in a state of disarray and confusion, as if there was a breakdown in leadership. They left in a hurry, however, which may suggest that they found what they were looking for. Super Duck is a viral I'm sorry, what? Super Duck is a viral fork of Duck's consciousness created by the same neural versioning clinic that your mom visited before her death. The head drive that once hosted the version somehow escaped Duck's possession and spread like a network virus. It eventually manifested itself physically into what Duck describes as a monster. Super Duck contracted your mom. Your mom was conducting research for the monster known as Super Duck shortly before her death. Okay. Now about this head drive. This looks just like the gizmo Kate had. When'd everybody start getting these things? And nobody wanted to tell their boy Brett. You think it'll hook up to your phone, Kay? Same as the other one? Why not?
Sure. Let's have two different AIs on our phone.
That's
Clayton
real smart.
Richard.
Now what happens if we play Catherine again? Nothing new. Alright, here we go. Network ping detected. Network distress. Emergency safe mode initiated. Prime node in terminal state. Latitude 30.0632. Longitude 90.3428. Them coordinates way out in the lake. Just like the ones written down in that note. Your truck got gas? Think we'll be taking us a little trip to the lakefront. I'm ready when you are.
Are those the same or are those different?
I think they're slightly different. very slightly different, but very, very close by.
Hmm.
Alright, so now... way up there, huh? Just slow down, kid. Road's washed out up here. You continue to accelerate, but the truck stays put. Christ, Kay, what'd I tell ya? Got any recovery gear on this thing? Shit. We're on foot now, I guess. Looks like there's a fishing camp just up the road. If we want to reach the coordinates, we'll need a boat. Bet they got one we can borrow. There's no turning back now. How you holding up, kid? What's with that letter we found? Says they was looking for a head in the lake. Somewhere around the coordinates it listed. We'll get it figured out, kid. This is the kind of thing they pay me for. What are we doing here? Shit. You know, I'm asking myself that same question. But here's what I think. I think them little dudes named Garrett kidnapped your brother. I think they came out to the lake looking for something. Maybe it was the head they mentioned in the note at Duck's place. Maybe it was the coordinates of the distress signal. The one that Duck's gizmo was spitting out. I ain't got the whole picture pieced together yet. That help any? That'll have to do, I guess.
Indeed.
Alright, hotspots. Truck. And access to the fishing camp. Let's check the truck first. Truck's sunk in the mud. We're stranded unless somebody can pull us out. Check Apocryphon. I'm not sure the Apocryphon will give us anything from here on. To the camp. Hey, I know just where we at. That's Peachy Duhan's fishing camp. Me and my daddy more or less lived out here for a time. Old man Peachy hated my ass. And that's the Interstate 10 overpass right over there. There's a map on the bulletin board. Might help refresh my memory. And I wonder who we gotta talk to get a ride in that boat. Those coordinates we got are all the way out in the lake. Alright. We got a lot going on here. Let's check this out. Camp Unit A, Camp Unit B, both access points. There's back to the spillway over here. And a notice board. To also walk up to. We've also got the interstate highway, a fisherman, and the notice board there. I think the interstate makes the most sense first, right? The I-10 overpass runs above a dredged channel from east to west. A man fishes from the dock.
Continues.
That's the last non-navigation, so let's talk to him.
Evening.
That your boat?
Not mine. Believe that boat belonged to the camp.
So they got the key inside one of them units?
I suppose they do.
Let's go pay them units a visit, Kay. See if we can get a key from one of them. Can you help us pull our truck out of the mud?
You were racing down the levee, weren't you?
She was hitting every washout she saw.
Wish I could help. I got a winch on my truck, but it's on the other side of the spillway.
You know Peachy? You know Peachy Duhan, the old man who owns that camp?
Sure, I knew Peachy.
Ooh, look at this. Present tense, past tense.
Yep.
What you mean, new Peachy?
You ain't seen about it on the news? Peachy been dead a long time, maybe 10 years.
Come on.
Yeah, Peachy been dead, and he took several others with him. The man finally cracked.
Damn. Figures it might end like that for him. He was a bad dude. You say anything about me before he died? Brett LeBlanc.
What?
Anything bad about me?
I don't think you understand what happened here. Peachy locked himself in that camp with 3 hostages and a pile of ammunition and refused to leave.
Wasn't 'cause he was mad at me, though?
The hell kind of question is that?
Forget it. So who's got the camp now?
His grandson split this place into units and turned them into vacation rentals. All kinds of people pass in and out now. Figure they don't have any clue what took place inside there.
Okay. And nothing new there. Alright, let's, I missed a hot spot. Let's see the boat. Nice little flat boat. Might be able to get you them coordinates we found back at Duck's house, but the motor takes a key.
Should look at the map as well.
Yep. Oh, you mean this, the notice board? Or...
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing that first. Let me take a look at this map right quick so I can get my bearings. The detective inspects the map pinned to the bulletin board, tracing his finger along the bayous. Yeah, alright. I remember this whole stretch from when I was a kid. They call this area La Branche. Used to be an old fishing village up until a hurricane knocked it out the lake. Peachy's camp was the only building left standing. That's where we at now. Trepagner's Pond is just across the way. They named it after a plantation man from back in the old days. Then you got the Interstate Canal. The government dug that to build Interstate 10. They let a whole lot of salt water into the swamp in the process, killed off a lot of the trees. That's how we ended up with the ghost bayous. Them just old bayous without any trees left standing. The banks eroded without no roots to hold them in place, so you can't hardly see where you're steering your boat before you run it aground. Weren't just the government's fault, though. Long time ago, they used to log these swamps for timber. Left scars all over the place. Like the logging wheel. Reason it looks like a wheel is because they park a big pole boat right there in the center. Then them guys would start chopping the trees down, going out in one direction, then another, like the spokes of a wheel. They called it a pole boat because they'd hitch the trees onto a big rope, and the boat at the center would pull the trees in. They had a drum on the boat about the size of a car. The drum would spin to wind up the rope. Big coal-fired son of a bitch. My granddaddy told me it spit out smoke like you ain't never seen. Then down there is the lower suction canal. A lot of people died along that canal when the hurricane came through and took out La Branche. They got people go scuba diving in there looking for treasure lost to the storm. Not always easy to find your way around the area. Good thing there's a map. And it looks like somebody stuck a note to it. Alright. Let's check this. La Branche area. Garrett letter. Swamp Away flyer. Got shells? Crabber's letter. The map details the southwest corner of the lake, the area that surrounds the lost village of La Branche. A name tag pins a hand-scrawled letter to the board.
Yo, Garrett.
Garrett? Again with these little dudes.
Meet us at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for launch.
Ain't never heard of John's Pond in my life.
It's a mess over there. People have been posting about it online, driving out from the city to take pictures with the Ark. If you're coming from this way, the only route is through the Ghost Bayous. Open up the Apocryphon app and take a look at the map. You'll see some blinking lights. These mark the locations of portals. When you drive through them, it'll be like snorting that stuff Ditchman scrapes off the urinal. It's a fucking nightmare.
Oh boy.
If you can keep your head on straight, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be a cool Garrett and make those lights blink just like you see on the map. Do that and you'll get swamp vision, brah. The ghost bayous but will appear before you. Good luck.
Ellipsis. What?
Hmm.
Alright. Whoever been raising my traps, going to die, brah. Got shells. Range your clam shells. Yard full of them. I stay in the place. Call or text. Peachy lives. Book your ideal stay in Louisiana's natural wetland habitats. With short and long-term options available, you could live like a local in one of America's most mysterious regions. Swamp Away is committed to sustainability. We believe in rebuilding Louisiana's wetlands for a greener, more verdant nature. Book before the new year and receive a free snack pack delivery during your stay. What was it?
Verdant.
Oh, verdant. That doesn't sound nearly as classy. Unfortunate.
Yes, these forests are quite verdant. Indeed.
Alright, what's new on the mind map? The Garretts are meeting at John's
Meeting at
Pond.
Johnson.
The letter on the fishing camp bulletin board instructs Garretts passing through to meet at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. Alright. Let's back it up. Let's save here. Alright, so do we want to try our luck with Unit A or Unit B? Looks like it goes to B first off that staircase there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's do it in logical order, because why the hell not, right?
Indeed. Let's see what else there is besides knocking.
A brand new kind of hotspot here. What kind of knock is that, Kay? You're not gonna get nobody's attention knocking like that. You gotta get wacky with it. Knock fast. Open up! We gotta use that boat right quick.
The boat came with the rental. It's ours.
Bruh, let me just lay it out for you. This little highway rat right here is looking for her brother. You got me? We think he might be out there in the swamp. Is it blurry?
One second. Somebody is messaging me. I'm gonna go mute for a bit.
Right. I'm going to take a piss. We'll be back after these messages, folks. Okay. Folks, if anyone is out there, just
Yep,
appreciate.
I'm just not technical difficulting. I've got like a work thing at 10 o'clock at night,
Hmm.
because that is a thing that happens in my line of work.
Everything okay, or do we
Exactly.
need to?
Thing of what in general? No, everything is all fine, I think. Somebody's having a crisis, but I think it's gonna be okay.
Gotcha.
Same. Unscribe.
You're aligned whenever you're good to go.
Yeah, I know. You, boop boop boop. Boop boop boop. Okay.
All good.
I think so for now. I managed to hand her off to someone else to talk to at this hour. Calmed her down and then handed her off to someone else to talk to. So,
Fair enough.
I apologize so much.
It's alright.
Okay, I wish I could help you, but we need that boat. Good luck.
Nah, knock again, Kay. Just keep knocking till we get a key to that boat motor. They'll get sick of us eventually. Hey! Hey, man!
Lord help me.
If you need the boat so much, why ain't you using it?
Oh, I bet this is, Bruce. And he's gonna show up and he's gonna be like, fuck you, you can't take the boat. And we'll be like, ah, but we have a recording of your father telling you to come home. And then he'll be like, oh my god, a recording of my father telling me to come home.
That'd be something.
That isn't any of your business.
We're trying to save lives here, bruh.
As are we.
Save lives how?
Through research, which this conversation is preventing me from conducting, so please leave. Good night.
Knock again. Just keep on knocking, Kay. I can do this all night. Hey! Come on!
Please, I'm begging you to quiet down.
Listen, I think we can work something out here. Trout, my cousin Susie's ex-husband, he bought 4 or 5 gold doubloons from a Canadian guy in Mississippi. He buried one of them under his mom's house. I'm over there all the time. I keep a few car batteries in her shed. Been using them back at the office. They old ones, but they still hold a good charge.
This is all nonsense. I can't lend out that boat indefinitely, you understand? We need it.
It won't be indefinite. We got coordinates from some little gizmo sending out a distress call.
A distress call?
My partner The door slams open upon mention of Duck's name.
Do we recognize this man?
I do not. But you're lying.
Ellipsis.
So, yeah, a buddy of mine has this little gizmo. It's like, hell, I don't know, an answering machine, I guess? It kept spitting out those coordinates in the lake.
What else did it say?
Said it's got a stressed out node, bruh. Something getting stressed out in the lake.
Where are the coordinates?
Is that? They in the phone.
It's the node.
You know who this is, right?
Is that the woman who shot herself in the head last week?
I'm a monkey's ass if that's not Catherine.
Figure you're right. And you two are just going to boat right up to it.
Sure. Boating ain't nothing to me. Been boating my whole life. Why
Keep listening.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the network that some call Super Duck?
Duck's my buddy I was telling you about.
Clayton Richard.
Yeah, Clay. Good buddy of mine.
Dallas, this guy look familiar? Wait, Dallas, we've heard the name Dallas before. Oh, yes.
I never said I knew the source.
Give him the key.
Shit, really? That sure help.
It's irresponsible. If we give you the key, you must do something for us.
Happy to help. What you need?
Take this.
The woman passes you a small handheld device. We got the meter.
Hold it before the node. Press the little button.
Think we can manage that?
And return it to us.
That's it?
That's it. Dallas?
Yeah.
The boat key. Give it to them.
Ellipsis. And he's still wearing the joy tie.
Yep.
Dallas
Joy
reaches the key to
the
you.
world.
As he looks you in the eyes, a glimmer of familiarity lights his own. He says nothing.
Settled, I suppose. That's right, it is.
There's a lot of going on with these people. Alright.
Don't save over anything too important, because this seems like a branch. The A apartment versus the B apartment.
Okay. We'll make this slot 2 then. Alright. Let's check for hotspots. There's a monitor. 3 people. And it looks like that's about it. The monitor. Images cycle across the screen. Cypress trees, marsh grass, piers, and other details from locations scattered around the lake.
Yeah, what is it? Did you get me my reading?
What's all this about?
I've been following the evolution of the superduct network for nearly a decade. I've never seen it behave like this.
How so?
We believe that it's dying. Communication across the region has been scrambled and erratic. Birds are dropping from the sky en masse. En masse. It's even affecting the local wetland habitats. I have reason to suspect that an old colleague of mine died prematurely due to exposure to one of those nodes.
Who are you conducting this research for?
My research is funded through a private donor. There's no need to get into that. I've been studying these wetlands my entire life. Who is your colleague? My mom! Why would that be relevant to you? Peter, please. She was pushed out of the academy many years ago for transcript fraud. And plagiarism, and harassment. She had a reputation for being irresponsible with her research and letting her personal grievances influence her findings. I once co-authored a paper with her on the fence line community of dimes. Her vendetta against S.H.I.E.L.D. and other commercial interests in the region alarmed me at first. But in the end, I think her motives were laudable, and she believes S.H.I.E.L.D. is ultimately to blame for her death, but I also suspect that Superduck played a role. Her cancer was in remission the night she was exposed to the Fat City node.
Okay, so this isn't Catherine.
Yeah, it's her coworker.
Somebody who obviously knows her pretty well.
Following that single incident of exposure, the speed of her relapse was remarkable. She was dead within weeks.
Ellipsis.
I'm sorry, Dallas, but this is a reality you must come to grips with.
We're not going to return the meter. Yet. Who's this gentleman?
Peter Piper. Stay safe. There's something in the air tonight.
Pick this pecker clean of... Anyway. What do you mean?
Doesn't matter what I mean. Just keep your wits up.
A man in a trench coat and an elaborate bolo tie stares down at the carpet. What's up? What's your role in all this? I don't feel like getting into it. Ellipsis. Been running jobs for Super for years. That's all. That's why Dr. Moore pulled me into this. All my money is tied up in Quack coin, and now with the network down, Quack's worth nothing. That would explain everything. So I take whatever work comes my way. How it goes. And a mind map check.
Did we do the monitors?
We did. Just swampland, elements. Super Duck is dying. A group of researchers at the fishing camp in La Branche have evidence to suggest that some event has led to the rapid decay of the Super Duck network. Super Duck may have contributed to your mom's death. Your mom was in remission when she visited the Super Duck node in Fat City. Following this exposure, her relapse was rapid and her death came soon after. The high-frequency radiation emitted by the Super Duck node may have played a role. Alright, check Kenner.
Good thought, though. Lots of blinking green lights in here.
Yeah. Alright. We have the key, the meter for detecting radiation. The key to the camp boat in La Marche. Alright. So, I want to see Unit A.
Indeed.
I don't expect that there's actually anything. What you bothering those people for, Kay? We already got the boat key. Let's go. Cool. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping there'd be another achievement in disturbing unnecessary people. Alas, we have a key to the boat. Alright. We ready to fly?
Let's talk to the guy about the fisherman about, evening?
You know anything about that note on the bulletin board?
The one with the name tag on it? All I know is that these boys been coming by taking pictures of that map with their phones. There are always interested types passing through since they turned Peachy's place into a vacation rental, but these fellows are a different type entirely. Okay, nothing about the researchers. Alright, let's let her rip.
Let's see. Look at that. It works. Let's take us a little ride.
I have a short amount of time before I conk out from being tired.
Alright, let's see if we can get to a checkpoint then.
Okay, you heading into the lake?
Yes, sir.
You done much riding out there?
All the time.
Then you know what it's like. A lot of the land is eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't hardly see where the water ends and the land begins.
You talk about the ghost bayous?
That's right.
The man turns his attention to you.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're saying the land is so eroded that it looks like open water. That's right. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over submerged cypress trees. You might even get yourself stuck.
Then how are we supposed to get through?
The strange boys with the name tag that have been coming through lately, they seem to get through the ghost bayous just fine. They're always looking at that map. Maybe they know something about it we don't. And one more thing, if you got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. All kinds of stuff is hidden in this lake, like phone cases. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You'll see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light.
Nah, they got ghosts in the water.
Nonsense. Don't pay that any mind. Been swimming in these bayous all my life. If you get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what it's about.
Alright.
Look at the map. Look at the map and then pull up the Apocryphon.
Oh, you're saying go over here?
And now pull up Apocryphon.
What's that about? You see that? You hold the phone up to the map and it shows them little blinking dots. The one at the login wheel is blinking real fast. The one at Trepanger's log is pond is blinking slow. Move your phone around the map. See if there's more. That's a cardiac-like pulse. That's just steady. A fast one and a slow one. What do you make of the map at the bulletin board? This one right here? When you held your phone up to it, it showed blinking dots. No two dots blink the same. I don't know what to make of it. Did you pass your phone over the whole thing? And there was a letter pinned to the map. Might be worth a read.
Alright.
This would be
Is
its...
this a good place for us to save and quit?
Yeah, I
And
think...
then we'll attack the blinking lights when next we're free.
Sure.
When next are we free?
I have no idea when that'll be, to be honest. But...
Well, I'm always down.
Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna keep save state 1 available. Oh wait,
For
no. Oh wait, no. Did I... I think I screwed that up by going to B and taking care of that first. Actually, real quick, where does slot 1... Alright, cool. We'll take care of that first next time. There's still something that we can do there.
awesome.
Alright. And with that, folks, we'll be seeing you some other time. And I'm Alpha.
I'm Silver.
Fuck off. Good night.
May you reach the moon.